Hello there. Like, follow, subscribe. Or be very, very afraid. See ya.
Action! Bring up the steam pressure on cue. And cut! Print that take.
Why you check the backseat, even when you're safe. Why do we still fear the dark? In this video, we deconstruct the architecture of modern dread and how urban legends weaponize your survival instincts. We explore the psychological tools, from the friend of a friend narrative to Sigmund Freud's The Uncanny, that dismantle our mental boundaries. Discover how modern horror moves beyond campfire tricks to infiltrate our private sanctuaries like bathrooms and cars. Key topics covered: FOAF Narratives, how we bypass skepticism through trusted sources. The Uncanny, Freud's theory on why familiar spaces become threatening. Ontological Flattening, how the internet merges fact and fiction into a single reality. Physiological Response, why logic can't stop your fight-or-flight reflex. You're driving home late at night. The road is empty, the doors are locked, and you are perfectly safe. Yet, for a split second, you check the rearview mirror, instinctively bracing yourself to see someone hiding in the dark back seat. You know the stories are fake, so why do the bodies and heart rates of rational adults react to a fictional threat as if it is a physical danger? Urban legends and folklore are often dismissed as cheap campfire tricks, but they operate as highly evolved psychological tools. They act as mirrors, reflecting our deepest societal anxieties and vulnerabilities. To survive and spread in a logical world, these narratives have adapted to perform a single specific task. They systematically dismantle the mental boundaries that keep us feeling secure. We do not accidentally overreact in these moments. That sudden spike of panic is the intended result of a meticulously constructed architecture designed to bypass our rational minds entirely. The first barrier these stories break down is the boundary of truth. They do this through a mechanism known as the friend of a friend, or FOAF narrative. By presenting the story as a secondhand account from a trusted, anonymous source, the structure bypasses our initial skepticism. It wraps the events in a thin veneer of authenticity, making the threat feel imminent rather than far off. Once we accept the premise, the story moves to breach the second boundary, space. This relies heavily on a psychological concept identified by Sigmund Freud as the uncanny. The uncanny takes safe, intimate environments and suddenly renders them alien and threatening. Legends like Bloody Mary or the killer in the back seat isolate their targets in personal bathrooms or locked cars, corrupting our private sanctuaries into experiences of intense vulnerability. These spatial invasions also double as informal moral instruction. Characters in these stories who display a lack of vigilance or ignore social norms meet ironic, gruesome punishments. By blurring the line between fact and fiction and corrupting our safest environments, these tales strip away our baseline sense of security. They enforce cultural boundaries through an enduring sense of dread. The final internal defense to fall is logic. These stories introduce the weird, a sensation that occurs when something impossible violates our established schema of how the physical world works. Look at this diagram representing expected worldly logic. It is stable and predictable. But when an erratic, jagged anomaly intrudes, it forces a severe questioning of how the universe operates. This intrusion shoots straight past outer cognitive layers, directly triggering deep fight-or-flight instincts. The physiological result is immediate. We experience uncontrollable emotions like disgust, shock, and primal fear long before our brains have the time to rationally process that the fiction isn't real. Logic offers zero protection against a well-crafted urban legend. The story is engineered to weaponize our own biological survival instincts against us. You might assume that the modern internet, offering limitless access to fact-checking, killed the urban legend. In reality, it perfected it. The digital age introduced a unique, total boundary collapse known as ontological flattening. Initially, distinct walls separate the creator, the fictional story, and the real-world reader. Then, those walls collapse, and all three flatten together into a single shared reality. The digital environment acts as a catalyst, wrapping the experience in corrupted video static and simulated collaboration. When you scroll through a Reddit thread investigating a supposedly real mystery, or analyze YouTube comments on a bizarre video, the horror stops being a passive viewing experience. It becomes an active, participatory event. As our society modernizes, our underlying anxieties do not disappear. They simply find more sophisticated delivery systems to infiltrate our daily routines. The architecture of dread will never stop adapting. It constantly flattens the walls of reality to remind us that the most terrifying stories are the ones that feel indistinguishable from our own lives.
Hey everyone, if you're enjoying this, make sure to like and follow and hit subscribe for more great content. Thanks for watching.